hell of a lot. Not just sharks, but other species as well, which is in the ocean.
Yeah.
Which I'm getting off the subject here, but it's definitely to do with radium.
Well, I mean, you're not actually, because it does tie into your mental health, and if that's helping
so
you, then that's
does,
fantastic.
I do get where you're coming from, but there's a lot of stuff. I mean, listen, I'm quite a smart person, not super smart as in, going to college and stuff, but when it comes to, doing research and stuff, I've wasted a lot of my time.
I think you're going to find yourself wrong on that. Yeah, I think let me rephrase that a little bit for you. Yeah, I think that if you find a topic that you like, if it was college or uni degree, whatever it is, masters,
I'll smash it to pieces.
There you go.
There you go. And I'm head over heels into, then I mean, my favourite alien in the world is Predator, hands down. I know everything about where they come from. When I'm into something, I research it and I go in and I look at different factors, different angles, and I can break it down. But I can tell you one thing. Crack is just a joke. And do you know what? This is what not a lot of people know, Mark, and I'm going to throw it out there. Do your fucking research on where crack was created. The CIA created crack, put it into America to take black people out of the equation. It's a fact. They've ruined so many black people's lives in America, not England, talk about America. And the CIA created that drug to create manic, to put people out of their homes, to make sure that black people are on welfare because they get paid from that, the government. They get more money from that. They put them in situations where they thought, you know what? Yeah, now we've got them under the control. So they had half the population ruined through crack.
And heroin. I have to agree.
And it was done deliberately to stop black people from getting in power. E.I. like Martin Luther King.
Etc.
Yeah, etc. Yeah. But I'm not going to go down that road.
Yeah.
That's completely different.
That is a different podcast. That's a different discussion.
But it is part of the problems that are going on.
Oh yeah.
And then to top it all off, unfortunately, I'm just going to say this on the matter: if you don't touch it, there's a lot of money in it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. And if you're going to come from a background where you're just craven and you're normal and you just want all these nice things in life and big houses and that, of course you're going to get involved.
And I think it's harder now.
It's harder now
because a lot. Well, I mean, in general, for a lot of people growing up, because of there seems to be a lot more mental health issues that are pushing through.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
It's been created all from these different drugs.
Yeah. Or from parents taking it and then obviously passing it down in that respect, or.
Yeah, and do you know what? Without discussing, I'm actually going to tell you a little story now. I stayed before the podcast ends. Go on. I stayed at a house with a mate and his mum.
Okay.
His mum smoked, the son smoked. That is so deep, it's untrue.
Yeah.
And you know what? She's hiding it up her cooch, and pulling it out in front of me and him and saying, it's the safest place. I can't have you touching it. I'm seeing everything. That's my mate's mum. And he's not going, Mum, what the fuck are you doing? He's going, oh, Mum, why are you doing that? Like it's a normal thing.
Yeah.
And then she's thrown at him going, does it smell of fish? This is his mum.
God.
You know what I'm saying, bruv? Come on, man. This is deep. You know what I mean? Trying to slap around his. That's his mum, bruv.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
This is the type of level that it puts people in.
Yeah, like I say, it's worse now because you're getting more people getting born into that. If you know what I mean. Like when we were born, it wasn't like that. We came across stuff like that going on, or drugs here and there, even prostitution on the roads and stuff. We came across it. We weren't born like into our families doing it, so we're amongst it, and becomes like a no big thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very deep.
That is
incredibly
off the hook. Yeah, that is like.
But like I said, I'll be honest with you, I'm lucky my mum, I don't know if you heard her screaming a minute ago, banging the ceiling, stop walking back, F-O-A-D.
Okay.
But, you know what I mean, she can hear what I'm saying. But unfortunately, I'm very lucky my mum didn't just burst into the room now and say, what are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. People have no idea the experiences I've seen and been through. I don't recommend it from anyone. In fact, I'm going to say it's been at least, I'd say about Yeah, I'm going to go for 10 years. It's been at least 10 years of
butchering.
10 years of bad road to hell.
Yeah, butchering. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the only way I was ever going to change. I mean, I had a very good family friend of mine who put me in Kent House.
Yeah.
Put me in there. I went through the program. He got me a flat and everything.
Wicked.
How do you think I feel knowing that I've let him down? I haven't let him down, but I have in a way, because I was supposed to progress, and instead I've just gone completely backwards. And he put a lot of time and effort into me, and I'm very lucky that person is still standing by me to this day.
Wicked.
Because otherwise, without him, I'd be kind of fucked as well.
Well, you know what they say, don't you? Shit happens. Shit happens is one of the things, yeah.
Well, like the Predator 2, very good.
And then the other one is you live and you learn.
Yeah, you do. You live and you learn, but you do have to live and learn.
There
if you
go.
never learn,
there you
you're
go.
always going to be in the same situation.
There you go. Some people only choose.
And let me just be honest now. On the end of the podcast, say if I made it, and I don't know, let's just say, for instance, I don't know, I won the lottery, and I bought a villa and stuff. Yeah. You're damn right. If I was out on holiday and I could get my hands on it, yeah, I'd have a little laugh with it, yeah. But not to the point of when I've lost everything like I did. I even lost myself.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know that, but
I'm with you.
People, you're supposed to use things, not abuse them. Too much of something can be a bad thing.
Yeah, the saying is too much of a good thing.
Too much of a good thing.
So it could be anything. Chocolate, it could be sex, it could be anything.
It's like, look, I used to play the games back in the day. My brother is a great video game player now. He learned from the best. He learned from me and Aaron. He's like, us both can join together, but more advanced. I'm not going to lie. He's really, really good. I'm watching him completing Halo on Legendary mode and with ease, and I'm just looking at him and he's smiling. And I'm like, you little shit, But that's kind of deep to me. I'm proud of him because he goes gym, he works out, he doesn't touch drugs. But he keeps himself fit. See, whereas me back in the day when I played the game, I'd order takeaways and I just got fat.
Yeah.
So that's where the game became a problem for me. And Mum used to say to me, you need to get out and socialise, but...
That's what it is.
Look what happened.
That's what it is.
Look what happened. But there's a whole big world out there. It's not all about drugs. There's some beautiful things you can do in the world. Beautiful things, beautiful places. I mean, I wouldn't mind going to see, crocodiles and alligators at some point with these big ones in Australia that are rescue crops.
Okay.
I mean, you've got to watch the videos. They literally come up to mate you and he's patting them on the top of the head and they just rip them to pieces at any minute.
You might as well bloody become a zookeeper or some kind of...
Yeah, pretty much. But these crocodiles are like disabled. Some of them have...
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, and he's really looking after them, and it's just mad. It really is. He's got different names.
I'm sure there's some kind of don't quote me, but I'm sure there's some kind of program where you can go and do that for X amount of months, and they pay.
Yeah, there is.
You know what I mean? Something.
Like you know how we love dogs over here and cats.
Yeah.
That's how he is with these crocs.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just very.
Well, mind you, if England was like hot like that.
He's kissing one on the top of the jaw, when it could snap his head off at any minute.
Listen.
You could see the tail going like it's a puppy.
One of my mates, a good friend of mine went to New Zealand to live like X amount of years ago, right? And we keep in contact. He was my ex-business partner and stuff, and like he sent me a picture maybe about 5 years ago now, maybe, right? He's got 2 koala bears on him, mate, like cuddly toys, you know what I mean? Holding them like live. I'm like, wow. Yeah, you need to come out here, Mark. And I'm like, look at this guy holding them things like. The other things that you
That's
just.
What I'm saying. When you experience things like that in life, drugs mean nothing.
Oh God.
Drugs mean nothing. I've seen this guy who goes in the wild and he just jumps on lions.
It's a tune.
Jumps on them.
Just remind you. Yeah, go on, finish, because you're go on.
It's real. He jumps on lions and they jump round like they're ready to attack him. But he goes, come here. They're jumping up on him like they're his pets, and these lions are wild. That guy must have a gift.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's mad.
These things can rip you to pieces. He's lying down with the whole pack How can you get a pack of lions to accept you? Are you mad?
Yeah, something's going on there.
That's insane. So he's obviously well in tune with himself.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
And
so
nature.
there's so much to live, so much to do, and it's not all about drugs.
Let me just end on this.
You know what?
Let me just end on this, bro. There's a tune. I can't remember the tune. You might know it actually, right? Because you're talking about the drugs and this and that. But there's a tune that I've looked at when a couple of my mates died when I was young. But they were that way inclined on Class A, and I had no clue whatsoever, right? Something like what happens when the drugs don't work anymore. I can't remember who sang the tune by a group. The Verve.
The Verve. See your face again.
The Verve. The Verve.
Yeah.
The
drugs
Verve.
don't work, but I hope to see your face again.
Yeah. That tune.
Yeah. That sums it up in a massive nutshell. Not just that one. If you listen to Jimmy Eatworld's The Drugs or Me, that's a very deep tune as well. It's about a guy that has to let his missus go because she can't leave the drugs alone.
Wow.
But he's been with her for 10 years. And it's actually a true story.
Yeah.
And it broke him, but he had to let her go because otherwise she would have dragged him down.
Wicked. I hear you.
So it's very deep, very deep.
Very deep.
Good conversation today.
Listen, I want to thank you, for a good, honest and open, frank conversation.
No, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. And obviously when I get myself better, we can have deep conversations. I do understand it. We definitely need to, I'm just going to give you an example, Mark. I don't know if you're interested, but I'd definitely like to do a podcast on UFOs and aliens, mate.
Oh, yeah.
If that's all possible.
Okay.
I'd like to put that out there.
You got something there that I don't know? You got some stuff?
Okay. It's a massive interest for me.
Well, my ears are always going to be open, mate, to stuff. Especially because, you know what it is, like people not really, they make joke and laugh about this stuff, and they don't really, I know that there is a lot of foundation out there, so we can go there.
And people need to realise, I'm not being funny, it's like, let's be realistic, if aliens didn't exist, why does NATO exist, and why does the Men in Black actually exist? If these didn't exist, then why would society put people in place to protect these foundations of what's it now?
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
And you know they've got that woman in charge at the UN.
Right.
Yeah.
And DARPA's a big role to play about. But listen, we're getting off the topic. I do apologise.
That's all separate podcasts. DARPA.
Yeah.
Google even. You know what I mean? They're all separate and separate. But listen. One love, my friend, and we'll catch up real soon.
You too, mate. Take care.
Lovely.
I hope it's been a pleasurable experience. I hope I've shed some light on the situation of that horrible thing that they call crack cocaine.
Definitely.
And the epidemic of course. Okay, mate. Take care.
You too.
It's been a pleasure.
All right, mate.
See you soon. Bye-bye.